Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Sai. I haven't played Aatrox in a while, and he was actually one of the first things I got to 6 stars, so I feel like playing him again. We're going to be using him against the 6.5 star Baron Nashor adventure. For relics, we're using the Darkin Blade, Starforged Gauntlets, and Crownguard Inheritance. Just gives us a bunch of mana, and then when we level up, we strike everything, and also rally and should just win the game, would be my thinking on that. Sometimes my brain just like completely cuts out and you can hear it. I want clear mind because we're expensive, I guess. BRB, probably also fine. We can afford to skip turns. We have built-in lifesteal from Aatrox and then also Keeper of the Box, so damage shouldn't really be that big of a deal. So we're already at a good point of mana here. If I drop Aatrox now, potentially, I mean, they'll get a gem. The gem has Elixir of Sorcery. I think it does 7 damage. It'd be fine. Unless they somehow have 2 gems. Oh right, I get 14 stats. Alright, so I should probably look over my powers, huh? So we have Arm to the Teeth. Allies with equipments or attachments have +2/+2, so that hits. And then Darkin Awaken when you summon or transform a Darkin, double its stats. And Aatrox is a Darkin. We also get +0/+3 from the Darkin Blade. And when we play our Darkin, we strike the weakest enemy, so yeah, knowing what you're actually doing, probably somewhat useful. A Furious Wielder here. And we took a little bit of damage, like I said, not a big deal. Drop maybe Blooming Cultist, because it has elusive. Keeper of the Box for the lifesteal. And then things you equip are eventually going to transform, so, you know, equip your guys. Also because of the 4-star, they do get the +2/+2, so they grow pretty big. And then we just attack here. Maybe like this. We're not quite good enough to play World Ender yet. Has 2 Chalice of Harmony from one of the bonus stars. Also put the Darkened Staff on an extra unit. Probably should have done that earlier. That way we could have gotten that extra hit in, which would have let us play World Ender. When we play World Ender, our guys will all transform into their equipped Darkins, and because of the 6-star, they have incredible stats. It's insane how much you forget if you just don't play a champion for, you know, 6 months or a year. Dawn and Dusk is super interesting. I'm gonna take it because I feel like I'm gonna find a way to abuse that later. And for a support, not sure what I'm looking for. I don't think I need anything is the main thing. So if we found like a stun or something similar, that would be really good. Spirit Blossom Team has Capture, we can probably use that. Everything is Capture? I feel like Capture might be part of the Aatrox package. Let's take Young Witch, it has blue buff for mana refill. And then one of the other units had Shadow Totem on it, so we could potentially generate 2 blockers that way. This is probably fine, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's one of the things that you kind of learn as you play your champions, is what you're even looking for. What you want to start with. I forgot I'd Clear Mind, so I lost out on mana there, but it's fine. We'll take damage and heal. And then we'll equip. Then I can drop Aatrox next round, which we'll do. And we'll attack. Seems fine. Fuzzy Caretaker. Eh. Could play World Ender though. We do have Crownguard Inheritance, so we should win the game here. And we attack, we can challenge this guy over to the side. It's kind of fun. I don't think any of these cards are super useful. Golden Spatula would be fine if it wasn't on a Yordle. I'll take Bloody Business with Divine Armaments. We might get like can't take damage or die or something to that effect, which could help us later. Take Spell Shield, it's always very good. And go into Feral Mystic. It looks like we're winning the game around round 3. Sometimes at the beginning of 4. So we don't have to be too careful. And we pass for the mana. And we can just drop Aatrox here. Block. And sometimes you reduce the cost of your Darkin things, and you can play them even though it doesn't look like you can. Drop Blooming Cultist, who's going to die. Can't do anything about that. Drop Young Witch, refills our spell mana. We can play Darkin Aegis, and then could play Lulu, but I'm not sure that's correct. I think we probably just attack here. And then with our extra mana, we'll play World Ender, but wonder if there's something we can do first. So, Forsaken Bakai, but Darkin Staff, and then we'll World Ender. That guy dies because we strike, and we attack him in the game. Did lose some hit points there, which probably not relevant, but maybe. Since we are going into Elder Dragon, who can do a lot of damage up front. I don't know that we go all in on equipment. I don't think that's correct. It's a decent equipment though. Let's take Tyari. And we don't need Chamber of Renewal, so we'll go spells. Probably don't pick up anything here, but it's fun to look. And then we'll cut our worst card, which maybe... I don't know what our worst card is. I know it's not Young Witch or Blooming Cultist. Maybe Fuzzy Caretaker? I know I got it for the double blocker, but it still feels like it's not that good. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm really not sure. It's gonna pass. They play a card. So the worst thing that can happen here is that next round we somehow lose Aatrox, but I'm just gonna believe that that's not gonna happen, and it's probably gonna be fine. And Furious Wielder here, get rid of the 2 Heralds of the Dragon. They can be problematic. And we'll go into next turn. Do you want Young Witch down? But I'm fine dropping Lulu first as a passing move. They could play Swarm Color. I don't think they can anymore. I think they're too low on mana at this point. And we're going to equip. Oops, that was not an equip. My bad. We'll equip. And obviously we're not attacking with Scout here. It doesn't make any sense. But we could do something like this. Should reduce World Ender. Yeah. Which means we can play a World Ender, which levels us up. And we attack and win the game. Is Aatrox just really good? I don't remember feeling that he was that good. I felt he was a little bit slow, but maybe with all the bonuses now, he's just stronger. Devilish is probably fine. There could be a situation where something bad happens and we lose him for some reason. And second Clear Your Mind I don't think is necessary. Cluttered Mind will never work. Pair of 4s, I don't think we play things that cost 4. And so... gonna go with Little Buddies. Kinda wanted BRB, but you get what you get. And we go into Bone Scryer. You have a lot of Formidable in here, so that is sometimes an issue with how much life they have. You just pass, always. Yeah, see this guy has 17 damage already. The strike on the Darkin Blade is kind of bad because it hits before all of the stat boosts hit. So I think they did poorly on that, would be my estimation. Gonna block. Obviously, I don't want to take all of that damage. And guess we just pass. World Ender's still at 8. We will drop the Keeper of the Box. And Dawn and Dusk, maybe. Question is, like, what do we Dawn and Dusk? If we hit Aatrox, I think his blade will move around, which isn't necessarily what we want to do, but I mean, they're huge Aatroxes, so it seems like it was a good call. And we're gonna equip so that we can attack here. And we don't quite win the game, which is actually ideal because we still have more hit points to get. But I wish I had 2 more mana. Play Keeper of the Box. I don't even know what this guy is. Just block. And then we can equip the second Keeper, and we'll play World Ender. I like how lifesteal stays. Good. Take Tyari again, and then we'll remove it now that we have 4 copies. And at the shop, hopefully we pick up something nice. Darkin Fan's never bad. Prankster, I guess, because that's all that was really offered to us. We'll go through Blackened Ice. We have Dawn and Dusk. I actually like Young Witch. I'm going to keep most of this. Hope to draw Aatrox. And we do, so hooray. Play Aatrox. And I don't think I can be shattered here. I think we start with Dawn and Dusk before they do Frostbites. Then we'll drop Young Witch to fill our spell mana. Put a Ballista on her. You can also drop Blooming Cultist. And then attack with everything. Let's kill these 2. Deathless not super helping me out here, but that's okay. Still gonna transform with World Ender. Maybe we could have saved it for next round, actually. Would have been a little bit smarter. But we win anyway, so that's not a big deal. I saved it for next round. They could play a card, we run it. it would have killed any of their units and then also given us rally, and we wouldn't have had the stunned units. Take more Young Witch. I like the blue buff, it's really helping me out, and leading single combat's actually pretty okay. I think I'm just fine with that. We can just use it on Baron Nashor over and over. And we'll cut our worst card, which... maybe Violent Discord at this point? We go into Baron Nashor. Have Dawn and Dusk, have Aatrox. There are 2 more cards I want. Didn't find them, it's fine. Pass. And we pass. We could drop Lulu and capture the Belvethi Elder. If we don't do that now, we can kind of never play Lulu again, because we'll capture Baron Nashor, which we do not want to do. Although this is now the strongest unit, so we could play. I think we still just want to play Aatrox though. Doing the math. This doesn't quite kill, so this is probably a little bit better. It's 1 HP difference. And then we can also single... actually, if we single, we die. No, we don't want to die. Guess that's all we're doing? Get Dawn and Dusk too, we still have Deathless. I think that sounds fine. And then we're definitely going to want a World Ender later. The Keeper of the Bucks, so we can get some lifesteal. And we'll play the Darkin Staff. We can drop Forsaken Bakai. Take more Darkin Staff, maybe? Not sure on that one. And then we'll put the Ballista, actually... yeah, put the Ballista on. And then we attack here. Not sure exactly what the order of this attack is, but figure it out. This guy has regen, so I think we're going to use him against Nashor. Although we're going to get attacked back anyway and then he's going to die, so maybe that's incorrect. Should double our stats though. And there's so many things to think about. I think this is fine. I'm calling this fine. And then we're going to World Ender. And very few of those strikes actually landed, but it's okay. We could play Jor-El, who is a Darkin, so he'll strike. And then we attack with our biggest. May as well attack with everything, it doesn't do anything, but there's no reason not to. And I think at the end of the round, I have enough damage to kill. We could single combat if we were concerned, I guess. We also have Deathbringer Sweep, which we could play, but I think this is plenty of damage. And the Baron goes down. So nothing there was ever challenging at all in any way whatsoever. Yeah, that was very strong, so I liked it. It was fun. That is Aatrox at 6 stars with epic relics. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not sure if this is the best relic setup even, but it was pretty good. Once we got past the beginning where I had no idea how anything worked, things really got better, and having Young Witch to give us extra spell mana made it so that we could play World Ender a little bit more freely, which definitely did help. My powers were terrible, so you know, you could definitely get better on that. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.